Video script. Only selfless people can be free. Opening scene. Soft ambient music. Slow zoom into a man walking alone in the city at night. Lights reflecting on wet streets. His face is thoughtful. Narrator. Calm, deep voice. Only selfless people can be free. It sounds simple, yet it's the hardest truth most people will ever face. Cut to scenes of busy stock markets, people counting money, a luxury car speeding by. Narrator. We live in a world where money speaks, and sadly, it often decides who listens. But here's the question. Do you own your money? Or does money own you? Part 1. The Invisible Chains. Visual, slow motion of people rushing to work, pushing through crowds. Narrator. Money by itself is just paper and metal, an idea. But the love of money, that hunger to have more and more, is like a chain around your neck, a leash you can't see. Greed tightens it every time you think, just one more deal, one more dollar. Cut to a man sitting in his office late at night ignoring calls from his family. Narrator. Some call it ambition, but ambition without balance is just slavery with a prettier name. Part 2. The Slave and the Master. Visual. Handcuffs, but instead of metal, they're made of gold. Narrator. When you love money, you become its servant. Every decision you make, every dream you chase, every relationship you sacrifice is dictated by one silent master: wealth. Slow montage of historical figures, wars, betrayals, all tied to greed. Narrator. Empires have fallen, friendships have broken, and souls have been lost, not because money existed, but because money was worshipped. Part 3. The Paradox of Freedom. Switch visuals to calm scenes. A teacher helping a child, a doctor treating a patient for free, a farmer giving food to a neighbor. Narrator. Yet here's the paradox. The people who truly control money are the ones who don't love it. They value it, they respect it, but they never let it become their master. Cut to scenes of volunteers, philanthropists, entrepreneurs funding schools. Narrator. Selfless people see money as a tool, not a treasure. A hammer to build with, not a trophy to lock away. Part 4. The Story of Two Men. Visual split screen. On one side, a businessman drowning in bills. On the other, a modest man giving away food. Narrator. There were two men. One lived in a mansion but couldn't sleep, his mind chained to stock prices and market crashes. The other lived in a small home, yet slept peacefully, because he knew that money could not own him. One man was rich but never free. The other had little, but was a king over his own heart. Part 5. Breaking the Chains. Visual. Chains breaking in slow motion. Narrator. Freedom doesn't come when you have enough money. Freedom comes when you stop loving money. When you realize that the greatest currency you can ever hold is kindness, that generosity is the highest form of wealth. Cut to hands passing bread to the hungry, a student getting a scholarship, a stranger paying another's bill. Narrator. Selflessness rewrites the rules. It takes power away from greed and puts it back into the hands of the human soul. Part 6. The Call to Action. Music swells. Visuals of different people from various cultures smiling and working together. Narrator. Ask yourself today, if all your money vanished, would you still be the same person? Or would you feel empty, lost, broken? Short pause. Visuals fade to black with white text. Be free. Narrator. Remember, only selfless people can be free. Money will try to control the greedy. But when you love people more than profit, when you value purpose above possessions, you won't just control money, you'll control your life. Closing scene. Soft piano music. Camera pans out to a sunrise. Text on screen. Freedom starts with selflessness. Narrator, gentle. Don't be a slave to gold. Be a master of giving. That is true wealth. Fade out.